Hi, my name is Chris, and I would like to talk with you about time. I'd like to talk about how we experience time in everyday life. And then what I'd like to do is look at time from a phenomenological stance. So, time in our everyday life is marked by beginnings and endings. So, as we see, this video has begun, and we see it progressing. And the way that we experience it progressing is I say a sentence, that sentence it begins, the sentence ends. There's beginnings and endings, and so then there's another sentence. Um, there's a time, and that's how we look at time passing from with beginnings and endings. This is marked by the seasons. This is marked by the hours of the day. It's marked by the seconds in the hour. In physics, time is related to motion, and there are equations where time is looked at in the theory of relativity. Time is relative to the observer. So all of these are analyses of time, the way that time is experienced in a way that is not phenomenological. So let's say we want to do a phenomenological reduction of time. What does that mean? We look at time without any preconception at all. So we don't look at uh, uh, we 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 take time out of the contexts that we normally would put it in. So normally we see time as marked by beginnings and endings, but um, if we were in a situation where there were no beginnings and endings, we could still have time. It's not that time is actually dependent on it. In fact, the beginnings and endings are dependent on time. They arise and fall within time. So to do a phenomenological analysis of time or phenomenological encounter with time, uh, it can help to realize that time is phenomenologically synonymous with existence. I think about it this way: when we look at the past, we say that that doesn't exist anymore, and when we look at the future, we say that will exist or that may exist when that comes to pass. And it's in the present time, that we consider things to be existing. So when a thing arises, so again, like time is marked in our everyday experience by the rising and falling of things, the beginnings and endings of things. As something begins, it exists because it comes into existence. And it ends, it goes out of existence. While it's in that existence, it's in time. And time is the way that we can see beginnings and endings because they come in and out of existence. So if we look at that existence itself, when I say look at it, we just as we can place our conscious attention on finger, we can place our conscious attention on existence itself. And this is not this is a phenomenological reduction is a phenomenological stance is not the natural stance. It's not the way that we are accustomed to acting. So it takes a subtlety of mind and a stillness of mind to place one's attention on existence itself. When one does this, what occurs is that the elements of existence make themselves apparent. And in my phenomenological encounter with time, two things have become clear. Two elements have made themselves known to me. And so I'll communicate them to you, and then you tell me if you concur with this. And that is that time is beginningless and endless, while things come into existence within time and go out of existence within time. Time itself is beginningless and endless, right? Existence is beginningless and endless. Existence didn't come into existence. Existence doesn't go out of existence. Another thing that becomes evident is that if we put our consciousness on our own mind, just as we can be conscious of the finger and place our consciousness on the finger, we can place our consciousness on the mind. And in so doing, we can see that the mind is actually not different than time. It's not different than time. And that it is itself also beginningless and endless. It has those two elements. So that is a phenomenological analysis of time. And that's an invitation for you to do the same thing. See if you arrive at the same place where the elements are that time is beginningless and endless. This is not something that you do in a moment. It's something that you that takes some subtlety, some reflection, some confusion and clarity. It's a process, and just as scientists have their process, we have ours as philosophers and phenomenologists. So I appreciate your attention on this video, and we'll see you next time.